Thanks, Coach. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New York Jets. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Touch, 20!
Hey, D-line, let's get it.
Kill. General West.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Wentz now to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. On first down, Scott. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Check, 53's Mike. Here we go, D. Hey,
This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Miles Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
Keep on coming, baby.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He'll find Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
First down,
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out. And Darnold, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Mike 5.
Come on. You better bring it.
From the 29, Darnold. Caught here by Bell. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Go.
Darnold from the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So we have to remember, this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks. Had an open week, and so it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the carry, this is Scott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He was brought down by Avery Williamson. 1-yard gain.
On 2nd and 9. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And an Eagles.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football.
There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
I got you, boy. Strong left. Strong left.
On second down, it's Bell.
Run.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Right there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Second and 6 at the 8-yard line.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
To throw on second and 6. Wentz, flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. 21-0 our score after 1.
Eagles 21, Jets nothing.
You want this? Kill.
Black, come on.
Jack.
Come on now. Let's go.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a second and 14.
Our time. It's our time.
Now Wentz. Flushed out right. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
15 yards. That's good.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that play was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
That's it.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Now Wentz on third down. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Now Wentz under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
57, Mike 57.
Let's go. Hey, wahoo!
57's the mic. All day, punk. 57. Mike 57.
Now wins.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Here we go, Pac-Man.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
List 5-7. Here, here.
Watch 57. Hey, let's get this.
Hey, high 7.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 22.
Get to the ball.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Okay, baby.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Down, man, 5-4.
Yo.
What's that?
On second and a couple. Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey.
That's it, baby.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Wentz now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Easy work.
Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
Keep it up, D.
Hey, Foxtrot.
On second and 9. Wentz. His throw caught at about the 5. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
Hey, they scared. They scared. Check.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Jets.
Check Nick.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jannard Avery in there to bury him for a loss of 11. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Darnold. And he's going to go down again. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to look deep for Perriman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And an Eagles first
So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Wentz now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Bring it. Slams.
Hey, empty. It's empty.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes as his guys continue to pour it on. Elliott good with a PAT, and the route is on here in this first half.
Eagles 35, Jets nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
And the Jets first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Red 80. Set.
A final shot before the break, Darnold. And he's got room. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown, baby.
Touchdown.
Elliott now to add the extra point.
Jake Elliott on 4th.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Whip, whip.
Red 80.
Numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Third and
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Check 13.
Play action. It's Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. And that's caught inside the 30. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. But look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
From the 22, Darnold.
at the 22-yard line.
This one caught by Crowder. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Come on, boy.
Red 80.
Now Bell.
Check.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
At the Eagles' 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Combo.
Yellow 80.
Mike 3. Mike 3. Go.
Now it's Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. DK Metcalf. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Jets are at least able to knock the deficit down a bit. Extra point by Marr, up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
At the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Watch the pass.
Now Scott. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll go again with Sanders. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run on first down. Scott. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Eagles first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Here I come again.
They'll run. It's Sanders. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
He was brought down by Marcus.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I don't think you got it, son.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
He's tired of me.
On first down, it's Sanders.
Bring him in.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Hey, Alpha.
Wentz to throw for it on fourth. And it is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Watch twist.
Check 90.
61, matchbox lights.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends.
Young lady.
4 down. Check.
Check. We go red 80.
From the 39, Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same
Yeah, that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 32 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Elliott on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Eagles 48.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Coleman. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Bell. And Justin Coleman brings him down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Sack City.
A loss of 9 yards. And it's 3 and out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Yo, lady. Rush in. Rush in.
Buzz.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Here's Darnold. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's get it together.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but now it'll be 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Darnold to throw again. He'll find Metcalf. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Hey, exit.
Hey, check. Mike 21. Mike 21.
On 4th down, Darnold.
Give me that ball, defense.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive, and that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Shaquille Griffin there on the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
Another run with Sanders, and an alley to run. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving